Hello, this is Ted12. Welcome to my channel. Today we got a tutorial video about how to complete a mission, how to put a specific satellite on a specific orbit around the moon. And this, what we see now are the mission parameters, and these are the specifics of the satellite. So we start building it using the Science Junior. As the main part. And then we simply add what we need. The specific science instruments, and after we're done with the science instruments, we also put a propulsion system with two small round tanks. Now this is how we get that satellite into low Kerbal orbit. We're gonna use this space plane. It's one of my favorites. It's called Shotgun. And I saved the satellite as a pre-build so that I can find it easily and put it here. And one of the mistakes that I did here is that I forgot to put any astronauts in the space plane, but that was alright. They were already experienced enough not to be able to get any experience points from this simple mission. So now that we got everything inside, and I was just checking the center of gravity, it was fine. We're going out. I need to clarify that it is not the proper way of putting a space plane up to orbit. The reason for this is that I'm using an extremely bad ascent profile. And why am I doing it? Well, I know that I am doing it is because I simply can. So what I'm doing here is accelerating and reaching getting as much speed as I can while I'm very low, which is really, really bad due to the air friction in the thick parts of the atmosphere. And then gently I'm gonna try to point my nose up, which is not easy, without destroying anything. Very, very gently. I got a 25-degree angle. And I'm already in space in air breathing mode before the closed circle. Jumped in. Yeah, it's very easy to fly little craft. Very capable. I really like it. Simple, but it uses high tech. Uses the best engines you can put on a space plane. And the best intakes. I'm doing this circularization burn, and yeah, I'm Basically playing it by ear here. I didn't even put a maneuver node or anything else. Because I can do it with this little craft. Now, it is time for our little satellite to go where it is supposed to be. Whoops. Boing. Yeah, a little bounce. No harm done. So now I'm controlling the satellite and pointed it up. And then I'm trying to ignite the engine. And it just clicks. Even though I've staged it properly. This must be some sort of a bug. So what do? I activate it manually. And away we go. Next thing is to get an encounter with the moon. So I'm making a maneuver node in order to do that. And I'm adjusting it so that I can get close to it. Simple stuff. Yes, I'm trimming it. I wanna get close to the moon before I perform my capture burn. The intended orbit that I'm supposed to go is the red one. Using the maneuver node, carefully, I do my burn, perform the burn, and deploy the solar panels so that we get power. Almost forgot about them. Yeah, looks kinda cute. The engine is a little spark engine. Nothing fancy. Small but good engine for these kind of craft. And yeah, I'm turning retrograde already. Warping up right about at the periapsis point. Burning retrograde for my capture burn, and here we are. We got a stable orbit around the Mun. Nice. Now I have to adjust my orbit in order to make it like the red one. Exactly like the red one. So I'm eyeballing it here. I'm creating a maneuver node and I'm trying to get to the right plane with the intended target orbit. Just eyeballing it. Because I couldn't get precise points. For some reason. So okay, I I did a good burn. I'm checking the orbit, eyeballing it here and there. Yeah, nice and slow now. Trying too much with 2 periapses. And I'm burning offset on purpose in order to move my periapsis to the right a bit. So that it's right on top of the red one. That's the intention, at least. Your orbit doesn't have to be 100% right. It has to be approximately right. So I'm just doing my best to match orbits. And now I can see that, yeah, it's a bit skewed. And I'm trying to put it on the same plane again. Gently. That's it. Good. Now all I have to do is adjust my apoapsis a bit and move it a bit to the left. That's why I'm burning on the side and not at my apoapsis point in order to move it. And now that it's aligned, I can burn at my periapsis point. And it should match. And that's it. Perfect. Right? Unfortunately, not. It's wrong. I'm checking at my mission and I see that I haven't reached the proper orbit around the moon, and I'm scratching my head right now. What on earth just happened? My orbit is perfect. That's what I'm thinking, but it wasn't. I'm still scratching my head at this point. I don't know what went wrong. And you can call this a rookie mistake. But I finally get what's wrong. You see, right now I'm supposed to go to the right and I'm moving to the left. The orbit is reversed. My orbit is reversed in comparison to the intended orbit. So, I'm going the wrong way. Funny thing, didn't see that coming. And I still got 944 of delta V. So I'm just going to my apoapsis point where I'm going with the slowest speed, which is the most economical way of reversing your orbit. And I'm burning full retrograde there at my apoapsis. Carefully The throttle here. And almost there. That's it. Mission successful. And with almost 500 meters per second to spare. All I gotta do now is to land this space plane. I need to land the shotgun back at the KSP and just to wrap up the mission. I don't want to leave stranded ships in orbit. In order to do so, I need to burn retrograde next to the, just above the big crater. Yeah, that should do it. Now I'm turning prograde and wait for my ship to enter the atmosphere. Yeah, here we go. Unfortunately, as you're gonna see, I'm a bit high and I'm a bit fast. I'm trying to point downward in order to get to the thicker parts of the atmosphere and lose speed, but it just flips around. It's not easy to control. The aerodynamics won't help much at this altitude. We're still way too high. Still trying to bleed off as much speed as I can, but I'm overshooting KSP base. At some point, my air breathing engines are firing up, but because I'm still tumbling, the intakes can't get enough air to maintain burn. With the engines on, I can actually begin controlling my spaceplane. Pointing it back to Kerbal Space Program runway. Now I'm transferring some fuel to the front fuel tank in order to push the center of mass forward to gain stability. Yeah. Just accelerating towards the runway where I'm supposed to land. I got enough speed and plenty of altitude. Basically turn off the engines and just put them on idle to have them in case anything happens. almost there. Aligning myself with the runway, getting ready to land. Landing is always difficult. I'm getting my gear down and doing this little maneuver to bleed off some speed. And gently touching down and braking hard, a bit too hard. Okay, I stopped and everything's fine. So it's all good. And that's a wrap. If you like this video, please consider giving it a like and subscribe to my channel. This is Ted 12. Don't let the Kraken get you.